it's a dumpster fire over here. I was like, sure, I'll come on and talk, but I have no idea what's going on.
It's a dumpster fire over here. That is my favorite thing I've heard in a really long time.
So
that's
true.
what I'm going to say to you, because I told her I'm working on complaining too much, and that's going to be whenever something's going wrong, Angelina, I'm fully going to say it's a dumpster fire. Good morning, Get Well Soon family.
And happy Sunday.
This is your host, Tyler Kidd.
And your co-host, Angelina Mesa.
And whether you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, or you're watching us here over on YouTube, hello. And welcome to the 9th episode of the Get Well Soon podcast. How do I become more positive? And we have a special guest today. Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Do you want to give a little introduction?
I'm Mara. I am the owner of Fairy Garden Mindset and the Just Saying podcast. And the girls emailed me, so now I'm here.
We're going to give you a little patient report. Don't you worry. This podcast episode is sponsored by New Jersey Holistic Healing and Wellness. For those of you that have been here since episode 1, you're probably like, shut up, Tyler. We've heard this every single episode, but you're going to keep hearing this episode because everybody should come here. I do come here myself, and at New Jersey Holistic Healing and Wellness, they take a different approach than traditional therapy. Sometimes traditional therapy does work for people, but if you're like myself, the approach didn't work for me, being told like, you're bipolar, script, you're this, script, and like not feeling like anybody was getting to the root of the issue versus I come to New Jersey Holistic Healing and Wellness and it's like, oh, well, it's not necessarily that you're bipolar, you don't know how to regulate your emotions, and a script's not going to fix that. Let's talk and learn how you can regulate your emotions. And guess who's not diagnosed as bipolar anymore? Tyler Kidd. So, just a little personal example, just expose myself a little bit. Sometimes I still feel like a little, but it's okay.
I mean, I feel like we all are.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like it's like this thing where it's like, oh, but you're so much worse than the average population. So, you're this diagnosis,
Worse
whatever.
Or better? Better at being all over the place?
Yeah.
Or worse?
I can jump from emotion to emotion. It's giving diverse. No, I don't want to use the word diverse.
It's giving athletic.
It's giving athletic. Yes.
Athletic.
Yes. Like it's giving. I run marathons mentally every day.
How about you? What do you got?
What's your best time? What's your PR?
What's your PR?
But as always, the QR code is going to be somewhere here on the screen. I don't know. It's just around loopity-loop, left, right, above. You guys will see. I might smack it right on Mara. Is it? Can I ask you more or Mara?
Mara.
Mara.
Yes, thank
Smack
you for asking.
You're welcome.
I would let you say whatever. I'm just like, whatever your mouth does.
Well, literally
okay.
me when everyone calls me Taylor, and I'm like, and people are like, why do you answer?
Angela. It's not even my full name.
That was one time.
No, like people do it.
Oh,
all
I
the time.
thought you were throwing at me. I thought you were bringing that up from the very first
I
time.
honestly forgot about that.
I won't.
She called me Angela to her damn therapist.
I said, this is Angela.
I said,
cracking up.
you've known me for how long?
I just forgot a few letters. As always, when we have a special guest on the podcast, we go through our Get Well Soon patient report. So let's dive into it because I'm excited because we have a fellow Pisces in the chat.
Yeah.
And I love a good time with the Pisces. So we have Mara Herman. And when we asked you what you think by personality characteristics, you gave us a bunch, and we love that. You're full of a lot of things, yes. And I'm really enjoying this podcast episode so far and meeting you. Just to like to say that. But we have a lover, optimistic, and bright and bubbly, which.
Yeah. You walked in this room and it was like sunshine.
And then like you're like talking, you're like, my shit might be hitting the fan, but I'm having a great time underneath it. Like, woo woo. Like, let's get the party going.
Having a great time.
I love that.
And then are you 30?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to. You just turned 30.
Yeah,
okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And you're a Pisces, like I said. I am March 7th.
Freaking out.
And she is March 8th. So we're like little birthday buddies.
Yes.
So you're just figuring it out?
Oh yeah, you guys said, what do you do?
What's your
And I
dream?
said, my best.
You did.
AKA finding yourself. You're
That's
still
like
finding
legit.
yourself.
Like people will be like, what do you do? My best.
My best.
Or the most. It depends on the day.
Ooh,
Sometimes
best
the
or the most.
Yeah. It
That's a
depends
good
on who's
response.
asking me or what the what the vibes are that day.
You know how like people be like, oh, you're doing the most? You just like debunk the negative connotation on that.
Yeah, everything all the time. Like people will try and like put me down,
Like belittle you.
Yeah, often, and I'm like, I love that.
thank you, but
Thank
no.
you. No.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you. And that's awesome. Like Luther Vandross said never too much. He literally like wrote a hit song about it. So like when people are like, you're being extra or you're being too much, like,
No, there's no such thing. I actually can. Do you want me to take it up a notch?
Yeah, I'm like,
I can make it. I can give you more.
yeah.
Ready? Like,
Literally, like,
you're gonna wish you never said that.
Turn it.
you like this? Watch this.
And for my next trick,
Literally.
I love that though. But like, as much as it's like uncertain or whatever, it's very positive. Like how you said, like it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's a great time.
Yeah.
And I like that because
I mean, it's really not that fun, but I'm trying my best to make the best of it. And then I also like realized that like I have so many like iconic women specifically around me that are like pushing me and like asking me like annoying questions and like hello. I'm like, all right, I'm trying.
But that's good to have people like that.
No,
that
it's
are good
amazing.
people to
Yeah,
like motivate and keep
insane.
you going. Because if you had people that just kind of left you left you comfortable,
Yeah.
then what would you be doing? You wouldn't be doing
exactly.
anything.
Yep.
Type of thing. No, I do like that a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, I had a little part in here where I was like, have her talk more about herself, but I think we covered that. And I think if I ask you any more questions, you're gonna be like,
I'm going to answer the best that I can for you guys. But I literally, it's funny because we were talking about therapy.
Yeah.
And like right now I'm in hella therapy. And it's like, I get confused because I'm like, for the past like almost 10 years, I feel like I've been like brainwashing myself, but like in the best way possible. Like I'm just like very intentional about what I listen to, what I watch, what I talk about, like.
That's really good.
And so I'm like confused, like where my disconnect is. Like I'm like, why can't?
Oh my God, you're literally me in therapy right now. It's like I can give so much advice to everybody. I can talk about everything. I can whatever. But me internally, like there's this part that it's like, why is it not connecting? And you can almost feel yourself on a breakthrough. You're like right at the peak of a breakthrough. But why can't I just peak up over that breakthrough?
Yep.
I've been sitting like right here for like months, and I'm like, what? Can I just jump over this? Can I just go?
Right. Well, it's like, you've done it before.
Exactly.
But like it's
every time it happens again though, it's like it's for the first.
Right.
It's like happening for the first time. I always talk about that. Like I'll go through like something that shifts and shakes up my whole life, and I'm like, nowadays I'm like, okay, whatever, get better. But back then I'd be like, my life is over.
Right.
I'm not making it through this or whatever. So now these things happen, and it sucks just as much as it did the first few times. But then I'm like, okay, so what's the lesson to learn here? And sometimes I learn the lesson like that, and then I'm back to peaking, and then my life's great. But lately, I don't know what this lesson's supposed to be. I'm struggling. It's like a big disconnect.
Same lesson over and over and over again, like, and they're wearing different outfits.
Since I had my daughter 15 months ago, it's been hell trying not to curse. I'm like, oh, and now she's repeating everything I say.
Of course.
So
You're
I'm
like,
just waiting for her to say fuck, and I'll be like, oh my god.
To be honest, the only time I watch what I say is when I'm around your daughter or like kids. Other than that, I don't fucking care. I'm I can't say that we talked about this. I have a bad vocabulary. I got a bad, filthy mouth. And you know what? My mom didn't put
using her words. I see you.
Thank you.
Good job.
It's, you know what? They're strong emotional words.
I hear you.
But people are like, ew, yes, fuck, bitch, shit, God
100%.
fucking damn it.
No,
Like,
I'm the same
but
way.
like if I was like, oh, God damn it.
Gosh
Ew.
darn it.
No, God
how my mom
fucking
is.
damn it. Like,
I'll be
Gosh
like, Mom,
darn it.
say fuck. She's like, no. I'm like, it literally feels good. It's good for your spirit.
dude, it feels so good to curse.
Just
Please,
try
it like releases demons out of me to curse. Oh boy!
real.
I hope you find that. I hope you get that breakthrough though. Seriously, soon
Well,
because
I just started hypnotherapy, so I had.
ooh,
I've been.
What's that like?
I love it. So I lived in LA for 4 years.
okay,
When I lived in LA, like that's kind of like where I really had the space to like be myself
Okay.
without having other people like oh, remember when you did this? Or like,
Oh my
you're
God.
this because of that. And I was like, I was 12, babe.
Like, I'm sorry. We've talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah,
Like,
literally, I was a 12-year-old. Okay, so move on.
move on.
Yeah.
So like when I had the space out there, that's kind of like where Fairy Garden came from. That's like just where I was like able to be myself without having to like tone it down or like, cause like I've always been a lot my whole life. And it was like, you know, not something that was like exciting. Like it wasn't
Like growing up, people put you down for
celebrated.
being, like that.
Being yourself, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
So out there, it was like I didn't really know anyone, so I just was myself. And then like the people that stuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they stuck because they had to, because they lived next door to me, or because we went to the same school. Exactly, stuff like that. So when I moved back here, I kept like saying like, oh, I want to start hypnotherapy. I want to start hypnotherapy. And my girlfriend, her sister, was in school to be a hypnotherapist, and she needed like patients. So I got free hypnotherapy for like 2 or 3 sessions, I think. And then we stopped because she was like finishing her program and she was going to open her own practice, whatever. And then my whole life, like I've been in therapy. Like when I was younger, I had like a lot going on when I was a kid. And I just haven't done it as an adult. And then more recently, like probably around the new year, I had like a really bad, I got really, really hurt. Like my heart got really hurt.
Yeah.
In the end of last year, early beginning of this year. And so I was like, okay, if I got hurt in this situation, like it was one of like the safest spaces that I like have had as an adult.
Yeah.
And I got hurt in that relationship. And I was like, all right, like if the pattern just proceeded into this space, like
where's my
like
my
anywhere.
safe space?
Yeah, like I'm not safe anywhere.
Yeah.
So I was like, I need to like get help. So I started on BetterHelp, and I got a therapist, and we started working together.
BetterHelp. That's
It's like the
online
one.
thing. That's what a lot of like the girls that I listen to for self-help podcasts, they're sponsored by BetterHelp. I think that's Yeah, so you like them?
I did. Yeah. Well, so
I did.
I do. But my therapist literally, so I started working with her, I think in January, and like legit last week we were supposed to try this new form of therapy. I think it's called EDMT.
Something like that. I know what you're talking about.
And she texted me like the day before and was like, I'm leaving the platform. Like,
I don't think they should be allowed to do that.
I was like, wait, we have a session tomorrow.
That's crazy.
And she's like, no, effective immediately. I'm like, oh, what?
Wait, that's not.
What? I was like, are you breaking up with all your therapy clients? Because you laugh during every session, like for a decent amount of our session, to the point where like I feel like I should have been recording our sessions, because I'm like, should I be getting stand-up stuff out of this? But so
are these like fair? Like, are these professional people?
No, they're professional, but like no, like legit, it was like a rap. Like, luckily, I'm not in the same mindset. Like, I was like...
Yeah, like, imagine if you were like, crisis mode.
No, like, legit. Like, if I was like, you are freaking lucky that this isn't February, or I'd be losing my shit right now.
BetterHelp.
I was not well.
I was just better. Toot the horn for BetterHelp. BetterHelp, do better.
Well, so I'm, like, looking at her, like, are you going somewhere else? Because, like, I'll just follow you. You know what I mean? And she's like, no, I'm going to be, like, managing... I guess like a treatment center or something. I'm not really sure. But so anyways, my talk therapist, I would just
pissed.
Goodbye. Just into the abyss last week, which is fine because like I'm at like a spot where it's like okay. And honestly, I kind of have been avoiding her. I didn't see her for like 3 weeks. And then we like got on FaceTime the week before last. And I'm like, oh my God, your hair. And she's like, cut the shit. Where have you been? I'm like, you know I isolate when I'm like not well.
Literally me. I will like bury myself in work and not leave my bedroom.
Oh, work. I love that for you.
Yes.
Me, I don't know. I literally just like finger my plants for like legit 6 hours a day.
But plants have feelings and they actually enjoy your fingering.
Like, this is crazy. So I just stopped with the talk therapy, but the girl that I had been doing the hypnotherapy with, her name is Jess, prior to like when I first moved home, we just started again, and I'm like learning that like despite me brainwashing myself for the past 10 years, it's like from before that the issues are stemming from
prior
like
childhood.
Yes, yeah,
because you gotta get through childhood trauma. Yeah,
which is like I thought I already did that.
Because if I can fix my brain in my adult life, then my brain's fixed in my childhood. No. It's
gotta talk.
It's back. Yeah, well, it'll come out eventually, but maybe that's my disconnect.
No, it legit is.
Well, I don't want to go there.
My ear's ringing. That's how I know. I'm like, it's like a crazy thing because, like, now that I'm like going there, and because like I was confused. Like the first hypnotherapy session that we just recently did, I'm like. Honestly, we got to like this point and it was like basically like I was like meeting my emotional self, and her and I had done this like type of session prior, like before, like almost 3 years ago. And when we did that, like she had me meet my physical self, my intellectual self, and my emotional self.
Yeah.
And my emotional self, like her and I were both like blown away. Like we were like, this is her. Like this is that bitch. Like it was the most like loving energy I've ever like experienced. And like she felt it, I felt like we were both just crying. I was like, are you seeing this girl? Like it was like Glinda the Good Witch on like steroids.
Yeah.
Like double shot with love.
We've tried like it might have been the ED like it wasn't full hypno, but yeah, like watching the dot.
Yes.
Go back.
So when we went this past time, I'm like thinking we're about to meet her again. I'm like like it's like SZA. It's like,
I can't wait to talk to her
I
again.
can't wait to see her again. Like she's the baddest. And then we go to meet my emotional self, and it's like a 10-year-old version of me crying in the corner. I'm like, the fuck is this?
Where's Glenda?
Bring back Glenda. Like, hello.
I was literally like, who the fuck is this?
I was so irritated, like, because I was like, what? Like, and then literally as soon as I met her or saw her, my laptop died. So like the session ended, and she calls myself and she's like, Mar, what just happened? And I was like, my laptop died. And she's like, all right, do you want to just finish on FaceTime? I'm like, nope. We're going to wrap it up for today.
Because I was like,
that was a sign.
Yeah, I was like,
that wasn't
God.
who I wanted to see today. So actually,
literally divine intervention right there. So then I went and I met her. We had another session like 2 or 3 weeks after, which is our latest session. And like when I was younger, and like I'm okay to share this now because it's like I'm realizing this stuff, and like I didn't ever think about it before. But like when I was younger, like I used to like basically self-harm when I was a kid. Like I'm talking like 8, 9.
Yeah.
Like before I even knew that was a thing. And I'm realizing now like for a second when I was starting the hypnotherapy again, like I couldn't even tell my friends that I was doing it, because if I would say like childhood trauma or like therapy, I would start crying.
Yeah.
Like we would be out to a birthday dinner and I'd be like, I'm sorry, I've been MIA. Like I started therapy, and I'm like, now I can be like, oh no, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
Like I have like a full grasp of like, okay, not a full grasp, but I know where we're going. Like the next session, I'm like, all right, let's go. Like I'm ready. Like I have my backpack.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
I got my boxing gloves if needed.
I'm here. Like, so what do I need? But it's like crazy because what your childhood stuff like will literally like block your whole life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't like make sense, but it's like it has to like be, you have to hold space for that version of you and like keep showing up in whatever ways she's like asking you to, basically.
The conversation we're having is making water build up behind my eyes.
Same.
Because I'm thinking about like little me. So a lot of things that happen, like when I do things now in my adulthood, I don't like to go back to my childhood, and it doesn't help that the environment I grew up in, I'm still in right now. But after this episode, I'm not going to put it in here because people wish bad on me.
Oh, that's so exciting.
But so like for me being still in that environment, it's not like there's I can't disconnect from it maybe and even like go back into it. Like I feel like once I am in my own space, that'll be a great time for me to be like, okay, I'm in my space, like getting into it.
Safe here. Yeah. You don't have to like go home back to. That makes sense.
Like being in my fight or flight immediately when I go back home. But something that I do like when I have like really good accomplishment, or I'm doing something like whatever, I always cry because I'm like, little me would think I'm the fucking shit.
Yes,
and like,
the best.
and like, it's so sad because little me did not think she was the shit at all, and like that literally makes me want to cry, because it's like, how, and there's so many of us.
What is going on?
It's just the vibes.
That was my little me saying hello.
Sorry, my ass was just in your face.
No, you're fine. I missed it.
Damn it.
Literally.
Maybe the camera got it. Clickbait.
It's so true. Like, yeah, and it's crazy because it's like when I was little, like I would like legit like break my own bones basically. So like it was like intense, and like I didn't really think anything of it until now that I'm like going now that that's what's being shown to me basically. And I'm like, okay. And it's like the same way that like that's like a deep self-hate. Like I just don't resonate with that anymore.
I was just going to ask you, what is the underlying, or what have you learned was like maybe the underlying reason for that? It's self-hate.
I think
yeah,
I'm
we're
not
working
sure.
on it.
Yeah, I'm still like in the sessions and things, but I mean my parents were divorced like probably they started their divorce when I was in like 5th grade. There was a lot that I was kind of like at the forefront of that. Like I was kind of like looking at my mom's side eye, like this dude's gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here? Like I'm like 12 years old, like bro has to leave.
Yeah.
She's like, what? And like, you know, so there's a lot in that I think that plays a role in it, but yeah, I think it's like a self-hate thing.
Also too, if you had, and this, I always say this, I'm not professional, but I really listen to people and listen to what they're saying. If you're having a situation where you're around like a lot of like pain and stuff like that, I always wonder with like kids and stuff, if they wonder, because at that age you're still learning what pain is. It's almost like, how much pain can I cause myself, or how much pain can I make myself feel right now?
And that's like what it was. Like I remember like, because I didn't really think of like me in elementary school, like breaking, like if I would like hit my knee on something, instead of just letting it be, I would like really go back and like double down on hitting my knee so that I could get like a cast or something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I wonder if it was like let me see how much pain I can put myself in. Especially if you were in a painful environment, it's probably what you were comfortable with.
1,000%. And so like I remember like when I got to middle school and it was like more intentional, like, you know, this is trigger warning, but like
we put viewer discretion at the very beginning.
Okay, perfect. I'm just saying like when when cutting was introduced to me, like as even an option, like I didn't know what that was really. Yeah. But then, you know, when you're in middle school, it's like that's what people were doing that.
Yeah.
And so it was like,
do you remember when everyone cut themselves for Justin Bieber? That's the first time I was really introduced to it.
Oh, that's crazy.
When that trend went around.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, where it was what did he do? There was something that like went around, maybe about him. I don't know what it was, but it was like girls were like, I'm cutting myself for Justin Bieber, and it was like a trend.
That is insane.
Like the cinnamon challenge, all that thing. It was cutting herself, and that was when
I had no idea that was a thing.
I was like, my challenges were like the face down challenge. Like
so wait, was this like just like a My Town thing? There's no way that was just like the Biebers in My Town doing it. The Biebers. It's just crazy though. How the brain works.
Yeah.
And especially for like an attention thing or a painful thing and stuff like that. Like at the age of 24, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck was that? Go put the steak knife back and put some lotion on and stop talking to that man.
No, literally. But
at the age of like 12, I'm thinking like, this is the way.
Are you kidding? Yeah. Like when I was in 3rd grade, like my 3rd grade boyfriend, like he was him. Like I really thought that he was the one.
Like this is gonna be us forever.
Like, ever. Like
us.
Where's
like,
my ring?
Let Me Love You by Mario was like our song. You know? And it's like, no.
Bro, elementary, middle school boyfriends are such a fever dream.
Even high school, honestly.
Yeah, no. I do love
True.
I do love a good high school sweetheart story.
I do.
My godmother and my uncle, they're one of those, like, have been together since high school. They've never separated. Really? They have 2 boys. Yeah.
That's my sister and brother-in-law, and I'm like, damn, you guys
got lucky.
Yeah.
The universe said, we're gonna give it to you a little easy.
Yeah.
Not that it's easier in terms of putting up with, like, not putting up, but having such a long relationship.
Fall in love with like new people through one person, like so many times.
Yeah. Because you're constantly changing.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I understood.
Yeah,
I got lost for a second. I understand.
Like, that takes like you really have to be open, like, to do that, to be with someone since you're in high school. Like, I mean, I know people that have been like that. You
have to find, like, it's different versions. Yeah. And your versions,
and you have to be like okay with them being that
different and not being the same person all the time. Yeah,
and
no,
like,
it does.
a lot of times I feel like people like try to make it like people small in a sense. So it's like if you were dating someone in high school and then like you know now you're 30 years old and they want to like have like a cooking YouTube or something and like you don't believe in social media, like that's like kind of crazy.
And to be with somebody for that long, like
you never wanted this before. It's like, okay, this is what I want now. It's like, that's crazy.
Well, I'm not going to be like who I was when we were in high school.
Is not gonna
I didn't want a cooking show in high school.
Right.
I want a cooking show at 30 and 40, and that's what I want to do. But I also think too, and we've talked about this, like, other people are really lazy in relationships nowadays. Like, when everyone's always like, oh, like the dating life, whatever. It is a lot different than it used to be, and I feel like there's a lot of reasons for that, but like for back when like my aunt and uncle, people actually like took the time to go below surface level. I feel like a lot of things nowadays are surface level. It's like, okay, well, are you hot? And like, what do you do? And then it's like, oh, okay, cool. I want to date you. I don't want to date you. Like, but there's so many layers to a person. And I feel like women and men, a lot do not take the time to like unravel it. And also when you're learning about somebody else and like things maybe they've gone through, whatever. I just listened to this on Leo Skepi's podcast episode this morning. It can trigger like traumas of that person who's learning about you. And some people just simply aren't strong enough to have to deal with their own things. So it's kind of like in a world of a bunch of people trying to figure it out. You have to find somebody that connects with you, but also somebody that's going to put in the time to work on themselves while working on you at the same time. And a lot of people don't do that.
Well, you have to love yourself to be in a healthy relationship.
Yeah, I always say that.
And a lot of people don't, like, a healthy relationship just feels foreign and like not
And we normalize situationships. Situationships made like a category of settling way below of what a real healthy relationship is.
Well, that goes back to your relationship with yourself, though. It's like if you're entertaining a situationship, your relationship with yourself is clearly trash.
Yes, I agree with that. Because Tyler Kidd no longer does those. Tyler Kidd, she did her last one. And I'm like, it was the easiest thing to like let go of.
Right.
It was the easiest because I love myself so much. But I've had like girls, even like on like TikTok and stuff like that, be like, and one of our submissions, the one episode was like, I've been in a situationship for 6 years.
That's crazy.
6 years of your time you've spent with somebody that wanted tiny parts of you and not the whole part of you. And you just sat with that for 6 years. And she's like, well, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm like, I'll tell you the one thing you need to do. Love yourself. Love yourself. But even before you leave, just start loving yourself. Because the moment you start doing that, you're going to want to leave.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to stay with somebody that, hangs out with me at night. I've never met his parents. He might have met mine. Sometimes he doesn't introduce me to his friends. We don't really take vacations together. We've never talked about the future.
Yeah, like, I can't do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, like, what?
Like, we're taking a vacation immediately.
Come on, vacation.
Yes.
I've never been on a vacation.
When you can, like, really dive in, I feel like, with someone when you're on a vacation.
Just you, submerged.
Yeah.
But,
either you want
to kill
each other by the conversation, or you're like, oh, lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Let's stay together.
Boom. What about it?
What about
Welcome back.
Welcome. The camera thought it could cut us off, but no, you cannot. We're here to stay. Oh, this is going to be such a fun episode. I know people are going to crack up, and I love like when we do our highlight clips, because then people can see like just like a part, like a segment, whatever. This is gonna have like 25 highlight clips. Like
I know.
Get ready to post 4 times a day.
Yes.
Do you want some of the highlight clips?
Yeah, we'll send it to you.
Okay. We'll send
I'm down for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I love that. Here with the vibes. Here with the
whatever you guys want.
ebb and flow. I gotta work on that too. Oh, I have so many things to work on.
Yeah, literally, we all do. Don't worry.
But actually, that's really good because I want to jump into our would you rather, and our would you rather literally has to do with the last sentences we just said.
Yeah. It really does.
So my would you rather is: would you rather spend your entire life finding yourself over and over again, or spend your entire life being the same exact person?
Well, apparently the first one. I'd rather find myself over and over again.
You said apparently.
Apparently
You said no choice.
No choice.
Literally no choice. No, because I mean, I don't think anything stays the same.
Yeah, no.
So if you think that,
And I think it's boring. And I think it's boring to.
It's so boring.
To like think of like if you like strive to be this one image. Oh my God, I don't know what I was watching, but this person was like, you don't have to be one version at one time. You can be 10 versions at once.
Yeah.
You can be that outgoing, clubbing, whatever friend. And then the next day you can be that homebody friend. One day you can be the quiet, mysterious girl in the corner. And then an hour later you can be the girl screaming in the room. Like you don't have to stick to this one version of yourself because we're not meant to be one version. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, because like some days I do want to be quiet and mysterious. And then other days like I don't shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, oh, Tyler, you said you're going to be like that quiet girl. Like stop, whatever. And so when I heard that, I was like, oh, I can just be like, call me Split.
you could just be you.
Split.
You know, like the movie Split?
Yeah, but it's like
I'm not making
it split. It's just you.
It is me.
Yeah.
There's like 40,000 types of Barbies. Like Aquamarine Barbie, Teacher Barbie, Nurse Barbie.
Oh my God, I'm the whole Barbie collection.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm a little bit more of a
can
Bratz
pick.
girl, but I'm the Bratz and the Barbie line combined. We got lots of options. And Angelina, for you?
Find yourself over and over again. I'm changing every day. I mean,
And also,
yeah.
staying like in a comfortable little square is not a fulfilling type of life.
No. If I was the same person I was 4 years ago, Savannah would have probably gotten adopted because I probably wouldn't be able to have her because I was a raging alcoholic. So drinking 7 days a week.
really?
Oh, I drank every single
What was
day.
the
Like by myself in my room because I was in an abusive relationship. Like I would finish a bottle of wine and then like go to sleep. Or like a bottle of Tito's, no problem. Yeah, like
I'm
no
so
problem.
happy for you that you're not in that now.
Yeah. No problem. Like I could finish a bottle of Tito's and like go about my night and go out and like stay up till 5 a.m. Like, you know.
Oh my
hard
God.
liquor makes me gag.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
For you to do a whole, but that just shows because a problem I had too, like when you're depressed and you're doing stuff like that, it then feels like the solution, but really now that you're healthy you look back and you're like, oh my God, drinking a bottle of Tito's, you know, like that's oh.
I'm right there with you though. Like,
She
I don't
said
drink
nozzle.
either.
She said nozzle. Turn. That was one of those moments, but it was not the right kind of turn. Not the right kind of turn.
The last time, like the day that I decided to stop drinking, there was a guy.
Yeah.
And I hooked up with him once. And I was like, I'm never having sex with this man ever again. Like, are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
A year later, I wake up. He's in my bed again. I had drank a whole bottle of champagne. It was like my last night in my first apartment in LA. I drank an entire bottle of champagne to myself. And I woke up the next day and he was in my bed and I was sick about it. And I was like, this bitch sucks. Like, she's done.
Yeah.
I'm murdering her. She's dead.
She's dead.
And so that was it. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, you're done. And don't you know, he gave me it again.
So does he not get rid of it?
I guess
Guess not. It just keeps coming.
Like, he gave it to me twice, a year apart.
That's crazy.
He
But
said,
I was like-
here's an anniversary present.
Like, legit.
I would literally snap his neck.
Yeah.
Like
no.
you're done.
How disrespectful. That's just,
But like
that's a whole different
there's
topic.
little
But
things that like happen and you're just like,
100%.
no, we're done. You're
I
done.
always talk about the universe is going to give you that experience and that lesson over and over and over again. And I think sometimes when you don't listen, it turns the notch up. You're not listening the first time, so now it's going to be a little bit worse. But it's meant.
Hold my
It's
cup.
meant to. Yup.
It's like, oh, all right.
The last time I drank hard liquor, it was after the carnival, like maybe like two summers ago, and it was the last time I drank and drove too, because that was something when I was depressed and stuff. I was just like didn't give a fuck, like whatever. Right. And for those listening, do not drink and drive. Like literally, I promise you feel so much better when you wake up in the morning and realize you got a lift, and then you can call one of your besties to go take you to your car. You guys get cute coffee. You can garden a little bit in the morning, whatever. It's actually such a better vibe. Yeah. But I got home in my driveway and I was like, I literally wanted to die. Like I wanted to, trigger warning, I wanted to kill myself so deeply and bad, but somehow in the back of my brain, I was like, you only want to do this because you're depressed and you drank heavy alcohol and like your brain is so muddled right now by like drinking so much. And I was like, you don't actually want to die. So go in your room, go the fuck to sleep.
Right.
And when you wake up in the morning, that's the last time you'll touch hard liquor. So I don't really do shots. I'm a wine girl, though. I will drink. I'm so good on wine, and it makes me happy, and I have a great time. I love wine. Like, I'm probably made of wine. And I would make wine in my backyard with my feet if I could.
You are hilarious.
I love, like, oh, it makes me, I'm, like, thinking about it right now.
Do you still drink, or are you done now?
I still drink.
Little seltzers. I like bubblies, like little high noon here and there, but like a tequila Red Bull.
Like, I think being in the abusive relationship that I was in, like, he didn't give a shit about what I was doing. So, like, and no one knew because my room's in my basement. So, like, my mom would have no idea. Like, I would still go to class, but I wouldn't really be, like, productive. I didn't really do my homework. Like, it was things like that. And I just, like, went Thursday. And then Thursday is when I would usually go out, like, out till Sunday. But, like, during the week, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, I would have a bottle of wine and no one would know.
That is so crazy.
Like, I had a video the other day come up, and it was, like, me crying in my bathroom holding a bottle of wine, just, like, sitting there, and, like, no one even knew. And I'm just, like, it's just crazy to look back, like, 4 years ago, that's where my mind was.
Right.
And now I'm a different person. I definitely, that's why I don't really drink as much, and when I do, I still love having a good time, going out. But, like, I don't crave it like I used to. Like,
it's also the intention when you're drinking. If you're drinking, like,
True.
when, if
So
I
true.
get, if I'm, like, angry or if I get, like, really upset or whatever, I now stop drinking. I will immediately be like, nope, not drinking a single other thing, because the moment I know that I'm drinking for something other than having a good time, being
like
a happy person, celebrating, there's no reason for me to be touching this. Even if it's wine or whatever, like, cut it off. If I start drinking a little bit and I feel, like, a little, like, emotional, I'm like, okay, water, please. Like, you know, like, I just, it's an intention. And for anybody listening who's going through maybe a phase like how Angelina was 4 years ago, or me a couple years ago, where, you know, you're feeling like, I'm doing all these things. If you're doing stuff when you're drunk and waking up sober, hating yourself, that might be a sign that let's stop, tone down the alcohol, and let's, like, look inwards and start practicing just a little bit more self-love, because it might seem like, oh man, I can't drink, but, like, you eventually can if you want to. When you're in a better place.
I just don't drink anymore. Like, if I know I'm like, oh my God, I want to get fucked up tonight because I'm, like, so mad about something, then I'm like, all right.
Red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
Red flag.
Like, I'll black out that.
I go and smoke instead now. Let me bring it down. Let me just mellow myself out.
Yeah. I, like, sometimes, I mean, I stopped that day that I woke up, like, I was like, all right, I'm not drinking. Like, I'm not drinking. And I didn't drink probably for, like, I think I was, like, I set a goal of, like, a month. And then I hit the month, and then I was like, all right, like, 3 months. And then I hit 3 months, and then I was just like, I don't even like this.
Yeah.
Like, and I just still do all of the same things that I did while I was drinking. So it doesn't even matter. And then, but, like, every now and then, like, one of my childhood best friends, like, she's married, she has kids. Like, if she comes to the shore with me, like, I'll order, and there's, like, 4 of us. Usually they would order, like, 3 shots. I'll order 4. and I'll take like a green tea shot or something.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "Dude, like,
It's
come on."
mom's night out. You have to for the mom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my honey. Like, she's out and about, and like, this is what she loves to do, and like, it's not gonna kill me to have one drink.
But your intention is I'm gonna take a shot so we can have a great ass fucking time because you're out for
and I
once,
just
and
love
that's
blowing their mind.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're
And so like look at the fun, good intention.
Oh my god! I'm like, that's right, girls.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you're not gonna go into like this depressive episode. But no, in fact, I actually just made myself 20 times happier. Like
right.
boom,
like,
shocked.
I just made their
Mic-
day.
mic
Like, they were
drop.
not prepared for that. Like,
I love that.
it'll just be super random. But like, I just tell everyone I don't drink so that people leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
I
God.
worked in nightlife for the past 3 years. So like I'm corny as shit. Like, so when everyone will be doing shots, I'm like, get me a water shot. Like, I want to play too. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want
you're
to be
like,
included. Like, hello.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Take the
like-
water.
Like give me
And
a
they're
little.
like, are you serious? I'm like, I've never been more serious in
It's
my life.
actually crazy how like when you say like no, I don't want to do a shot or no, whatever. People are like, yes, you are, or like,
Yeah.
like what are you doing? Like,
Exactly.
don't be
So
whatever.
that's why I just tell everyone I don't.
Like,
Yeah, that's
So that if
smart.
I want to make the choice, then it's my choice.
like I get like wanting to be fun and like telling somebody, but like deep down, if somebody's saying like no, I don't drink, no, I don't want to do it, there's probably a deeper type of reason, and
Yeah,
that's one of those
just say,
like.
okay.
I hate when
push it.
people are say you're not fun anymore. You don't drink.
Actually, I'm fun. I've always
I
been
am
fun.
Right.
but I just don't
I find-
black out every night anymore.
You find fun in other things
Yeah.
now.
Right.
Like
and it's like I can be fun like literally right now.
we found fun doing manifestation boards together,
Yeah.
writing them down.
I
and
mean,
stuff.
we're having a great time right now during our
Literally,
podcast
like,
at
you
8
can just
a.m.
have fun.
I'm running off-
Like it's 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Let us not forget.
Yeah.
I'm
and
running
I was
off.
5 minutes early. If anyone who knows me sees this, you really know.
Oh, so you're like me because my friends have this thing that they call Tyler time.
Oh yeah,
so they have
I'm
to.
on Marby time.
Yep. So they have to tell me things happen 2 hours prior than they actually do, and I still show up late.
I
The
still
same way. Is that a Pisces thing?
no, I think so because my
I
daughter's
feel
definitely
seen.
gonna be the same.
I
way.
feel so seen right now.
my
'Cause
daughter's
I
birthday
try. Like I
I'll try too.
try to
is
be on
March
time.
7th.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, she gave me a
Same day.
birthday twin.
Oh, that's so cute.
I
know. And then my other birthday twin died this year, so it was kind of like a rebirth.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know. She made it really dark, and I was like, okay.
That's just my thing. It's just how I just like I like dark
It's like
humor sometimes.
a win is a win.
Win. That's just how I get through things. Like I just,
Yep, I feel you.
love that. Wait, I feel really seen about the time thing.
Oh yeah, that's so real. Like when I pulled up at 47, they told me to be here at 7:50. I pulled up at 7:47. I'm like hair flipping and twerking in the car.
Yeah.
Let's
like,
go.
No, I showed up to a business meeting last week, like, oh my God, like maybe 45 to 50 minutes early because I was trying to beat traffic. And I literally walked in there. I was like, this is what it's like not to feel rushed. Like, this
Right.
is what it's like not to like, because usually you come in, I'm like, things are
Sweating,
falling.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm like angry at myself because why did you
Like,
leave
I'm
so late?
so sorry. Thank you for being patient.
Shit.
Eh.
Yeah. That made me feel really seen.
I'm so used to people because I deal with Tyler every single day. So I'm just like, I know this bitch is gonna be late. There's no such thing as
And
time.
I really try, like
Literally,
the time
no
of.
such thing as
No,
time.
no, no
Exactly.
I
such
really
thing.
try. Like I've been up since 4:30. I still got here 20 minutes late. Like I don't. Things just happen, and time.
4:30 is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have,
Guys,
but I have a sleeping thing. Like
She doesn't sleep, and I just
sleep.
wake up early.
like that has 6 espresso shots in it, and I probably will get another one. But I'm not like super tired. It just like keeps me going.
I'm crying. Yeah.
See, that's what I do.
6 espresso shots is crazy.
It's her norm.
But it's norm. Like I'm just like.
And then
chilling.
she'll probably drink an energy drink.
I am.
Get
I'm
another
gonna.
coffee.
I'm gonna go to Burlington Nutrition, get an
Yeah.
energy tea. Yeah.
That's
I drank 2 water bottles this morning though.
she
Fire.
doesn't drink water, so
Thank you.
applaud.
I love a hydrated bitch.
I'm
Really.
trying to. You know what? It just
you're not
there's
dry.
no taste.
Yes.
There's no.
Something about it's something
Now that
about the
I'm talking
hydration.
about it, I'm like, I'm really dry.
Oh. Can I have a sip of your water, Angelina? Guys, I'm changing. I'm trying to elevate myself and my skin because I realized that like I'm deep. Thank you. Angelina completely ignored my request.
Your lips
I-
are fuller.
Ooh, and you got the
I know.
good ice
I
cubes,
know.
bitch.
What ice cubes?
the cute.
hospital ice.
It's the little things in life, you guys.
I literally go to the Sunoco down the street every single morning and see all the people playing their quarter slots in the Sunoco and get my ice. Every morning. I'm like, hey, babe. To the guy at the window.
Round of applause for one, routine, and two, literally little things in life, because ice can really...
I cannot wait to have a house with
that ice.
Big,
with the
big
machine
daddy ice.
Yes.
Like, that is the best ice
I love.
ever.
Like, let me crunch, 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 crunch. Everyone's like eating
every
ice is
day,
bad
all
for you.
day.
I'm like, I'm gonna eat ice till the day I die. So
I'll be like eating ice like in a bowl, like gaslighting myself.
Would you rather be the type of person who sees the glass half full or half empty?
Half full.
Half empty sounds wrong. I don't know. I don't understand the saying. Half empty sounds wrong though, right? Like half empty is like kind of like a negative perspective, and then half full is like the positive perspective.
Yeah, I guess you could say it that way.
Because I would say half full. Because if you're like, oh, my glass is half empty, you're like making like a.
But I mean, I guess like in reality, like if I was at a restaurant and my glass had halfway, I would be like, and the guy had like water, I would be open for more.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that makes
That's
a
like
difference.
half empty.
Technically,
Yeah.
I guess. So I say
So,
half
like,
full, but maybe in logic, I guess
could
I
be
have a
half empty.
tendency to be.
I need to always know something, so I'm Googling. Like,
No, it does.
half empty versus half. Come on, finish.
I
it for
mean,
me.
you're talking to someone who literally like.
You look at the positive. And
I just get excited
Okay.
about anything I can get excited.
Do you want to
about.
know what Google just said to me?
What?
Don't worry if your glass is half full or half empty. Be glad you have a glass.
Okay, period.
That's what I'm saying.
So we're going to end that segment.
We're all just glad to have a glass. I probably would say, actually, no, I don't know what to say anymore because that really just,
Yeah.
I
Blew your
literally,
shit.
that really just, yeah, maybe we needed that.
Yeah.
I'm glad to just have a glass full of anything.
Me too.
Good ice.
Yeah.
Good ice.
Good. Oh, good
Make
fucking
sure there's
good
some ice
ice
cubes in there.
Yeah, don't give me no room temp
Yeah,
bullshit.
no. No,
Oh
thank you.
man. All right. So what is like one thing you love to do when you feel like negative vibes and you just want to like get rid of it?
I put my ass in grass.
There you go.
Yeah, it's like ass in the grass. That's like one of my things.
Just like going
I'll
outside
just literally lay in any grass.
and just like
I love that.
reconnect with nature. My apps tell me to do that all the time. Spend time today, go out with nature. I'm allergic, but I do go outside.
Everyone says that, but I'm like, I feel like you just gotta find like good grass.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
not the
itch.
itchy
I just
grass.
itch. I just will itch in the grass. I don't care. Like I get the little red bumps.
Perfect. Yeah.
The little red bump.
I just itch.
People will be like, Mara, I'm not laying in the grass with you. I'm like, for 2 minutes, you're gonna be okay.
My favorite thing though is like trails.
Oh my god,
Going
I
and finding
love
like a little
outside.
bench
nice
hidden
hike.
in a trail, and I just sit there and like, oh my god, my favorite bird sounds. I'm one of the. I will listen to birds in the morning.
morning.
Oh my god, I
Yes.
literally will just sit there with my eyes closed outside. Even like
Yes.
I'm walking to my car, I'll just stand outside of my car with my like people probably. I live on a main road. They're probably driving by like, what is going? And then meanwhile, I'm just like. Like sometimes I like
Sleeping
sleeping back to
Beauty.
them.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm like I think they can understand.
No, literally, they're the birds are awesome. And
birds.
people that don't like birds, I get a little suspect.
Yeah, what do you mean? The birds in the morning are annoying.
Yeah, I'm
you,
They wake me up in the morning. Shut the fuck up.
you're giving
Probably need
me.
to wake up.
You're giving me a little miserableness. I don't know how I feel like about this.
Yeah, I would say like I don't know. I have like a list of cheat codes, kind of.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, like I feel like Ass in the Grass is one. Fairy Garden Radio is this playlist that I've been making forever, and it's like all music that like songs worth singing. if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's
Like,
a good one.
songs you can
you
like.
send that to me?
Yes.
Yeah,
oh
me
my
too.
gosh,
Thank you.
it's like love songs, but like I'll just pretend I'm singing it to
Yeah.
myself.
Oh, I do that. Love songs don't make me sad.
Yeah. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, I literally, I could sing about a heartbreak, and I'm like, yes.
Oh,
Like,
When I,
I'm like I won't sing about.
what's my playlist when I work out? It's sad music.
Really?
I love sad music.
I don't think you play sad. You think you play sad music? You make a little mix.
Not when
Sometimes-
it's us,
sometimes-
but when it's by myself, like I literally will have like
In your bag.
Oh,
like in my bag, like
My gym playlist, you would think I'm throwing gang signs up in my personal day-to-day life. Yeah, she knows. Because sometimes I'm like, you really want me to get on this playlist? She's like, can I have an AirPod? I'm like,
meanwhile, I have
it's like
with arms
it's
wide
good,
open.
and it's like drill music. I love drill music when I work out, but like on my day-to-day, like I don't listen to it.
Well, I think good music and like dancing is like such a change.
Yes, in the morning I love to sing.
Like just dance.
Yeah.
Your last guest talked about like talking to themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
I do that too.
I do when I do that when I need to check myself.
Doing it, and
I'm like, you got
You
this.
guys should look up. Her name is Louise Hayes.
Okay.
That's who is like the OG
Looking in the mirror.
mirror work queen.
Ooh.
That's where like
I'm always
a lot of
open to
people-
self-help, and I love,
it.
especially if she's like a YouTuber. I've been getting really.
She's dead now, but she is.
Thank you for your
She's
acts
iconic.
of kindness. You're icon.
But
I hope when
she
I'm
has
dead,
like a book and like she's an author. She has
Oh
a lot
wow,
of
I want to read her
tapes.
book.
You can listen to it on YouTube.
I'm a big book reader. I hope when I'm dead, people talk about me on a podcast episode.
I'm sure.
I hope so. That's just a new goal of mine.
Put it on your list. Oh, that's another thing. Do you guys have like I'll send you guys a list of little things that are helpful to have in your arsenal. I feel.
Your nanny's here? I mean, your babysitter?
No, my music was playing.
Oh.
But there's this Steve Harvey talks about a list of 300 things to ask God for. And you can put that on your list.
Wow.
Wait, I mean, I have 300 things, or almost probably.
You would think that. And then you're going to try and make this list and you're going to be like, what the fuck? It's crazy.
I'm going to start it
honestly,
and then just like
so tough.
and just like add to it as
Every
I get
day,
older.
yeah.
Every day.
That's
Yeah.
good.
No, like
something.
legit,
Okay.
I'll see like the stupidest shit and I'll be like, oh, I'm putting that on my list.
So if you're listening to us, if you're like this far in the episode and you've put up with our freaking on 100, take this as a challenge. We're going to give you our first podcast challenge, you guys. Write down a list, like write 300, whatever, the number,
Try to
dots,
300.
and
You can
start.
put it in your phone.
Start putting things that you want to accomplish in life and just keep adding to it as
Or
you go.
get, or feel, or see.
It could just
or
anything
go to.
anything you want to be implemented in your life.
Yeah.
I love that.
Love that.
It's good.
My thing is shopping.
Shopping's good.
Oh my God.
Shopping.
I just think treating myself is so lovely.
Yeah.
I have to go to the dollar store when I'm like, I need to hit like my
Itch, your itch
my
for
itch,
it.
yeah.
Good, like,
I'll go to the dollar store.
I could like, I have a shopping problem.
I'm like,
Maybe
Yeah, you're like,
maybe that's what I need to do and stop going to Target when I get the itch
yeah.
because that fucks me.
Well, yeah, it's
And then I get
hella
home and
bread.
I like look at some of the things. I'm like, I love this, and I look at and like, when's the return date? Because like, can I go bring this back right now? And I'm one of those people that like, I'll pick everything up and then I put half the cart back, and then I go pick up another half of the, like, and then just I don't need it. Yesterday I went to Walmart. First of all, do not go to Walmart before it's about to close. Oh, keep forgetting we don't say the town we live in, but I'm telling you. Don't go to our local Walmart before it closed. First, that was an experience last night, but I was strictly in for 2 Airwick air fresheners and cards. And that's what I went in there for, and I did leave with this hat. But the hat was $8. So, like,
It's fine.
a deal is a deal, a steal is a steal. It says another day, another coffee, and that I felt seen again by a hat in Walmart.
There's been times where I bought hats in Walmart and then dropped them off at my embroiderer
Oh.
and had Fairy Garden logos put on them.
Wait, that's cool. I
smart.
like that because they do have the plain ones. I saw that last night.
Yep.
I like that.
Sometimes you just gotta work with what you got.
Oh,
Yeah.
always. I think
Always.
that's literally just life. Like everything is what you got, and you got to make it work. And sometimes you have less than others. Sometimes you have more than others. There's a reason. Figure out the reason. Hopefully. You have really clean Air Forces. We're gonna wrap up our podcast with our favorite segment, Peak and Pit. So, do you know how Peak and Pit works?
I do not.
So peak is like, it could be this episode, this week, something recently that just was like the highlight of your day, highlight of your life.
Okay.
And then pit is like a moment that, okay, it happened. I could have lived without it happening. I'll start. So my peak would be this crew neck. And you guys are going to think that I'm bullshitting
No,
because
really.
it's the crew neck she gave us. But I have, and
you
Angelina
kidding?
knows this, I have a crew neck obsession. It is the summer. And if you think that I put away a single crew neck, my
No.
entire closet, ask her. I keep telling her, I'm like, I got to
love
get
crew necks.
t-shirts.
Me too.
I have a new one and I have never had a red crew neck. So I'm like literally,
I don't think I have either.
no, and it's cute.
My
and
new
it says,
favorite thing.
And it says, and I swear, like, I'm not kissing ass right now. This is actually the peak. It says, what would love do? And love would just be amazing. And so I can't wear this once I leave here because I'm going to have a heat stroke outside. But
Yeah, it is.
super cute. Thank you
I
for
also
this.
look like a Catholic schoolgirl, having flashbacks from Catholic school.
With the skirt.
With the skirt.
Yeah.
Sticking out the bottom.
My pit would be my period. And I don't care if some of you think that's gross. My pit is my period. This is the worst period I have had since I've gotten my period. And
Are
the
you on birth
hormone,
control?
I've heard more
love
about your
that for you.
period than I think I should.
dude, because
She talks about
Periods are
I'm
crazy.
I am a hormone monster.
She
this
is a
time.
hormone monster right now, and it's like you know when you're in a
You know the
relationship
best?
and you get like you would think you're like significant other. Well, I'm her significant other, getting the shit end of everything.
No,
Just to let everyone
I just
know.
found out. First of all, periods are crazy. 1, 2. The best is when you don't realize you're about to get your period and you're being legit off the fucking wall, and then you get your period and you're like, oh my god, it's not me.
it's
Nowadays,
not me.
I'll be like literally like, why am I crying at somebody walking
Yes.
across the road, and why am I whatever? And I go in my Flow app, and it's like period tomorrow. I'm like, oh, it's alright, it's
Makes
not me.
sense.
It ain't me.
Literally,
It's not
checks.
me. Check.
But did you know? And I just love like knowing things.
Me
to
too.
know that they exist. So, like I get excited for like other people, like whatever. Basically, men can download the Flow app, and if they're your boyfriend, they can like link to your Flow app so that they can see when you're gonna be like going through your shit.
I don't have a man, but trust and believe my next man will be tracking. He will
Is
watch.
that not so sweet?
No, but I
That's
like
so
that.
sweet. I love that.
And you're talking about Flow, right? The app. I love
Yeah.
Flow.
I love Flow
I
too.
love,
I
like-
love my Flow app too.
I
Except
don't
it
get my
did-
period.
What? Are you on birth control?
Well, I was breastfeeding till I was 12 and a half. She was 12 and a half months, and then I stopped.
Amazing.
And
Congrats.
thank you. And then
welcome.
I didn't get it for a bit, and then I finally got it, and I have an IUD because I'm not having another baby while in nursing school.
Yeah.
So that shit just blocks it, and I don't get my period. And
There
it's
you
the best
go.
thing ever. I mean, I'm definitely go through my mood swings, so I know when I should get it.
I'm
That's the
sorry if you
funny
feel
thing.
like I've been treating you like crap with my hormones.
You're just hormonal, and I can see it.
Yeah,
It's
because
like
usually
that,
I'm
like-
calm, cool, and collected,
Yeah.
and lately this I'm like bad shit, fucking raw. Like literally,
It's like a
I could bite somebody if they got too close.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Am I getting like a heat flash right now talking about it?
It's just hormones. It's just
But
life.
I know, and I keep trying to tell myself like when I have a moment, like last night I had a moment, and I was like, it's just the hormones. It's just the hormones.
Yeah.
Like
It's just
it's
only
not
way
me.
out is through. So
it's
you
only
have
math
to feel your
through.
feelings.
Yeah, but I woke up this morning feeling so much better. Like I hope you could tell, Angelina.
No, I could.
Okay.
I was happy. I was nervous. She was gonna walk in like a raging bitch. Like,
No, because I really was feeling it, like raging bitch, and I don't like that. So like I made sure this morning when I woke up,
6 shots of espresso.
and I did a full shower and I used my favorite body scrub, and I was like, you are not being a bitch today. Like get out of it. And
Yeah.
like I feel amazing.
I love that.
All right, go ahead. What's your peak and pit?
Hold on 1 second.
I'm trying to think. My peak and pit this
Is she here?
week.
Yeah, I said give us 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. My peak is there's like this plant place across the street from my house, and they throw plants out, and I love plants, so I get free plants all the time.
Oh, that's
And I got like this 10-year-old white island palm, and it's like literally like 14 feet tall.
like gorgeous.
I love
Gorgeous. And it took me 6 hours, but I was able to cut it out of the pot that it was in and put it into a new pot. And so that was a peak for my week.
Oh, I love that.
And a pit would be, I just like miss a man that I shouldn't miss.
I
And
feel
I'm
that
just like,
too. That's another thing with my
sad.
hormones.
But I'm just like,
Are you getting your period?
nope. I wish I was. I'm just sad about it.
The silver
it's
line
fine.
that
It's
one.
fine.
It's okay to miss him because it's like I'm not folding, like I'm holding my own hand in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By not reaching out,
Out
to,
to
him,
him,
if that
yeah.
makes sense. But I
Give
want
yourself
to.
credit for that.
Yeah, thank you. I will. I have been today.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that
I'm
to
like,
myself
nah.
too. I like that. I miss him because I'm not folding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss. Yeah, it's just like, and that was like, it's like whatever. You have your relationships
relationships come and go, and it's like chapters.
Exactly.
You gotta keep folding the piece.
Keep turning. Just you're not coming to the next chapter, man.
Sometimes I just gotta close you out, even though
just turn that.
You had potential to be in the chapter, but you didn't live up to the chapter potential.
But it's like I always also just keep remembering like it's like making room for what is.
Yes.
Oh my God, I say this all the time. You make room, make the space, make the
It's like that space isn't gonna fill if someone's there. So I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'll just be in
my friend Marissa.
Vibes.
Gotta give her daily video shout out. She's gonna be like, this bitch, Tyler, because I have been like screaming that at her. Like, make the space, clear it out, make the space for what you're looking for. Right. You can't expect the universe to put stuff in your space when
it's already full. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your peak and pits?
I already know her pit.
I've just had like a really shitty few days. That's also why I've been quiet. So I don't really know. I get to spend today with my daughter, and I haven't really like had time. So we're going to the beach together.
And that's your happy place too.
Fun.
Yeah. So.
I love that. That's like ass in the grass, but sand.
Yeah.
Better.
Sand. Yeah, better.
The sun's gonna help.
Yeah.
Sun always helps.
I can't wait.
And like a nice good breeze.
And then we'll shower at my boyfriend's shore house after, and then we'll just be like that nice reset I'm hoping for.
Yeah. I think you'll get it.
Inlet, Wildwood, North Wildwood.
Me too. That's where my dad has a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it there.
I love North Wildwood.
Me too.
Place to be.
Damn, I don't have a beach house.
Well, you have friends that do.
Yeah.
So you do.
Yeah. So technically you do.
I'm gonna build myself a she shed just on the beach. She shed. How you gonna take me out? Get the scoop. Get the what's that truck?
I have no idea.
I have all brothers, so like I'm thinking about like a construction like
not the dumpster,
like if I plant myself on the beach on nature, like technically no, I'm sorry, nobody owns this, and I build myself a she shed and I put it in the ground and I'm not leaving. How are you?
Like a demo
truck. Go get the demo truck because I'm not leaving. That's my shore house.
Like a steamroller.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be squished. I almost said yes, but then I thought about it. No, pick me up, not put me down.
I'm saying like they can't take you, not even in a steamroller.
Maybe
they could.
No, I think they might get me with the steamroller. If I saw that coming towards me, I 100% would evict and run.
I know this kid that stole a steamroller, bro. How the hell did you do that?
Where'd you get it from?
He was from Chichester.
Oh, what
I don't
person
know if that
to
checks
know
for you guys, but if you know about Chichester, it probably checks for you.
Oh no, I don't. But yeah, if you steamrollers,
like imagine a high-speed chase on a steamroller. Oh my God.
And I think I've seen a lot. No, that is something I can say I've never.
It's good.
That's an original experience.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I heard about it. And that was enough for me because my brain was able to do.
Yeah.
And like, what? There's so many questions with that. Whoever that is, like, do they want to come on the podcast just for a quick interview?
Just a quick interview.
I just want to know, like, what? Yeah. Why? How? That was on your 300 list?
That was on your 300 list.
Steve Harvey.
You got that checked off.
You took Steve Harvey's words a little too seriously. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
But,
this was fun, guys. Thanks
no,
for
this
the
was
paper.
like,
Sorry
this
that we
was-
didn't really follow it too
We
much.
never do. It's literally, that's what we do.
We do. Screw it. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Get Well Soon podcast. And thank you to Mara for coming out.
Thank you.
We're going to have her tagged in our description. You'll be seeing her tagged on the Instagram and stuff like that. So make sure you check her out because as you have listened and heard, she's an amazing human being.
Guys, I had so
And
much fun.
I like you for being, you are very
Very real.
authentic
Yeah.
and genuine and real. And I think that's like the biggest compliment.
Thank you.
Especially for me because I
She's like, I'm a tough critic, bitch, okay?
No, but like I don't fuck with fake people at all.
Yeah.
So I would never say to somebody that I get like fake vibes to, like, oh my God, you're so, no, I would just not say anything. So like,
Mute.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ew.
quiet. I really liked having you on. And I
had so
like that
much
we
fun.
didn't follow any of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me
Like we just all went on for a ride.
Yeah.
Unplanned.
It's the dumpster fire effect.
It's the dumpster fire effect.
You just put stickers
We're going
on
to
it.
get t-shirts made.
Dumpster fire. The dumpster fire triplets. Me and Angelina look like we are
Like-
minions. What are they? What's the sound they do? Like, That's our outro.
Bye.
Bye. Tune in next Sunday. We love you guys. Follow, like, subscribe. I don't know, like thumbs up, something like that. You guys, I don't really care.
Do something nice, okay?
Do something. Shake your ass in the grass.
What would love do?
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.